Hello, my name is Tom Beelan, and I'm going to give you an update on what Microsoft Groove is and what it can do for you for team projects. This is Groove. What we're looking at here is a set of workspaces that are on this computer. What is a workspace? Let's go ahead and create one. We're going to call it Demo Workspace. There's two types. There's a workspace that you would use in a team project to share files, to have discussions, to have chatting and such, and then there's just file sharing workspace, which file sharing workspace you would use if you had Groove on a computer at home and a Groove on your laptop and you wanted it to synchronize My Documents. That would be what we use file sharing for, and I have several of those here. All these little yellow ones are file sharing ones. So let's go ahead and pick standard, and it's going to go ahead and create the workspace. Now what we're looking at here is this is the main section that everybody's usually interested in. It's the file section. What we can do here is we can take files and drag and drop them into the workspace, and then we'll automatically synchronize anything in this area with everybody who's on the team. Now if I go ahead and open this is a Microsoft presentation on Groove, and I make some changes, and I go ahead and save that. It's going to save it right back into Groove here, and I just hit yes, and it'll overwrite this one. It'll update the modified date and time and automatically synchronize the changes with everybody on the team. That's very handy. Everybody asks what happens if two people are opening and making changes simultaneously. What will happen is a second Groove will pop up in here, and I believe it'll append the person's name who is making the change. So then you have to kind of do a manual merge, but at least you're not going to lose anything. So what else can we do with this tool here? We can open up this bottom link here to add new tools. We can add a calendar. We can add issue tracking, which is kind of nice, like a task list. We can do a meeting scheduler, notepad, a set of pictures, which might be useful, let's say if you're doing insurance claims or something where pictures would be important. You can also do some synchronization with some SharePoint. So anyway, Groove is a nice team tool because it has automatic synchronization with everybody on the team. It has a rich set of tools here that you can use, and it's pretty automatic. It's almost painless to use. It integrates well with any piece of software that's installed on your computer. I've used it with Word, Excel, PowerPoint, of course all the Microsoft tools. We've even used it with other tools such as Management Scientist and some other programs that we had in our coursework. But over here we can talk about this a little bit. We just created this workspace, so there's no one else here. I would add other people into this workspace, and I can just invite them by typing in their email. If they have Groove on their side installed on their computer, they'll get an email message regardless. It'll say click here to join the workspace. If they don't have Groove installed, it'll talk to them about that. You have to purchase Groove. And once they get that invitation, they're allowed to jump into this workspace, and it automatically synchronizes everything that's going on with them, everything that's going on inside the workspace. Also here inside the chat, anything I type in here automatically gets synchronized to everybody. Additionally, you can send direct messages to people by right-clicking their name and hitting send message, and that will just go to that person. You can also record a voice message, and that will get synchronized. It's not SMTP, it's not your normal internet mail, it's through the Groove synchronization mechanism. So when that person logs on and becomes green and synchronizes with the cloud of people in this workspace, it'll automatically send that message to them. Another thing too to note is that this is completely secure, at least according to Microsoft. They're using encryption, and how this gets to other people is it makes an outgoing connection to a Microsoft server. I'm using the free Microsoft Groove server, which will synchronize up to 2 gigabytes, which is quite a lot for any kind of team project. And when people log in, if some other person is on the internet that is running Groove, it will communicate with the Groove server, and through that communication it will determine what has changed between the two people's computers and make the updates automatically. So anyway, this is just a couple minute presentation on Groove, and hopefully this gives you some idea what this product is about and maybe give you some potential opportunities for using it for your own work.